Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is Friday Power Flow, a 35-minute practice. We're going to get started right away in child's pose, and we're going to use today's practice to balance everything out, to allow ourselves to come back into balance. So come on and join me. Let's get started in child's pose. All right. So come onto your mat and come on into your child's pose. And you can have your knees together or apart, arms, hands forward or alongside. Let your head come to land on your mat or a block or even on your hands. And let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale, fill up. And a big exhale, empty out. Allowing the balance of your breath. So you don't have to push or force. You're really just creating a little bit of space. So your inhale and your exhale can even out, and I think that is the start of coming back into balance, letting our breath balance us out, letting this practice balance us out. Take a deep inhale and a big exhale. And then go ahead and take your hands a little more forward, tuck your toes under, come on up into your downward facing dog. And if you can only stick around for a few minutes, that's okay. Even a few minutes, a few breaths, I've said this before, I think starts to create a shift. If you want to walk out your dog here, you can walk out your dog. If you want to take more time in child's pose, you can take more time in child's pose. Right, so if you don't have a lot of time, this is a great practice, or maybe you just add in a few minutes. If you'd like a longer practice, check out my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, or my Patreon, The Bent Yogi. Right? And there are full-length classes, full-length practices with me in both of those. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And your first class is always free at my studio. And membership on my Patreon starts for as little as $5 a month. Take one more big breath in here. As you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet, come on into your halfway lift, your flat back, a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Ground through your feet and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Lift your hands, lift your heart, reach up, even go back a bit, a big inhale. Hands to your heart as you exhale. You can set your gaze here, lower your gaze or close your eyes. And you might set an intention if that's something that resonates with you today. Together, let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale, bring your hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up, high plank. You can have your knees lifted or lowered here. Shoulders track over your wrists, fingers spread wide, strong through your core. Take a big inhale, move forward and halfway down, low push-up. Pause here. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. A big breath in, upward facing dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog. We're out in a child's pose. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale here, fill up. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale, forward and down, elbows in, upward dog. Big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Set your hands and your feet. Check in. So Does where you have your hands and your feet work for you? Check in. Let this practice work for you. Right? So you can balance out. If you're off somewhere in your head, that's okay. But notice that and then come back. Right? So checking in and noticing whether or not you're here. Take one more big breath in. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. One more deep breath in here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift up, reach up, fill up. Fold forward, exhale. Empty out. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Extend your right leg up to the sky. Come on forward to your high push up and draw your knee into your chest. Lift out of your shoulders. You can really tuck in here. Up and back to your three-legged dog. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Right foot spins flat. Right foot lands flat. Left foot spins flat. And rise up. Set your gaze. You can close your eyes. Hands higher at your heart here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. You might have some room to bring your right hip, right shoulder back. Even out, balance out. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Feet together a little bit forward. Now your left leg to the sky. High push up. Draw your knee into your chest here. Lift out the shoulders. Belly pulls in and up. Up and back to your three-legged dog. Warrior one. Big step. Right foot spins flat. Left foot is flat and straight. A big step or a couple of smaller steps. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a big breath in. And empty out. Another full inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Set your feet. Put a big bend to your knees. Weight your body a little more in your heels. Strong through your core. Let your chest lift. Let your heart lift. Take a big breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Back foot flat. Rise up. Exhale. Hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps. Warrior one. Root down. Rise up. Exhale. Hands come back to your mat. Chaturanga. Low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot again. Warrior one. Come up. Open out to your warrior two. Set your feet. Set your gaze. It can be out over your front middle finger or to the side. Soften your shoulders. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Soften your toes. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Big bend in your front knee. Find a place for your left hand that works here. Take a big inhale. Half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Start to tip forward. Push off. Right hand reaches for the ground. You can reach your left hand up to the sky. You can work with your left hand at your left hip. Maybe a little wobbly. That's okay. Right hand can be on your mat, on a block or a water bottle. Right hand doesn't have to land, but it's nice for a little bit of support. Press out through your lifted heel. A little bit of leaning back. You can shift your drishti, which I just did, And I almost lost my balance, so take your time with that. Take a big breath in here, left foot down beside the right, front of your mat, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit down, sit back, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, rise up. Open out, warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Right elbow on your right leg. Left arm extends up. Extend the amount of space you have between your feet. So maybe wiggle that front foot a little more forward, but still stay grounded equally through both feet, especially your back foot. Rolling the baby toe side of your back foot down into your mat. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Notice if your right knee starts to roll to the left, you can use your elbow to assist it in tracking over your ankle. Right hand can reach down for the ground. Extend your left arm forward. Left shoulder rolls back here. And if you want to stay with the right elbow on the right leg, you can keep it there. Lighten up on the bottom hand. Soften your toes. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. Now reach your top arm back up. Wrap it around behind your back. Your half bind or your full bind. You might adjust your feet a bit. Check in with your foundation. Let your left shoulder roll back. Take a long inhale and a long exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. Really nice, everyone. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two here. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes to the side. Now ground through your left foot. Push off and come on into your eagle. Whoa! I pushed a little too hard. Right leg wraps up and over, and your right arm wraps under Garuda Asana. So however you want to come into it. Like the transitions. Often the transitions are more challenging than the poses. And we think about balancing, we think about these balancing poses, but balance is so much more than that, so much more than being able to stand on one foot. It is maintaining, cultivating balance as we move in and out of the poses, as we move in and out of challenging moments in our life. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Another big inhale here. As you exhale, unwrap. Step back to your warrior two. Feel if you can land lightly. Go ahead and straighten that right leg once more. Pivot your toes to the side again. Here, interlace your fingers at your low back. Towel or strap between your hands. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. A big breath in. Fold forward. As you exhale, let your hands come up and over. Soften your toes. You can soften your knees here. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Another big inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Hands under your shoulders. Come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Plant your hands. Left foot steps back to meet the right. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more, deep breath in here. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, sit back, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up. Open out, warrior two. Adjust your footing. Set your feet as needed. Set your gaze. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. A little more bend in the front knee. That's something you can play around with. Steady connection through your back foot. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Steady press through your feet. Lift from your left hip. Take a big inhale, and now half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Push off, start to tip forward. Left hand reaches for the ground. Right hand on your hip or up to the sky. As you set your left hand, let it be in front and a little to the left of your baby toe so you can lean back. Press out through your lifted heel. Leaning back, not so much that you lean back and fall over, but just enough that you're stacking your shoulders and your hips and taking your time with that, right? The balance, not just of standing on one foot, but the balance of effort and ease, not so much effort that you lose your balance. Take one more big breath in here. Right foot down beside the left front of your mat or the back of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Sit down, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one, come up. Open out to your warrior two. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior now. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow on your left leg. Right arm extends up. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. You can take a peek at your top hand. See where it is. Check in with your feet. Check in with your breath. A balanced breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Here, extend your top arm forward. Bottom hand can slide down inside or outside the front foot. And in being here, in this breath, in your body, in this moment, balancing out the way most of us move through our days. Often not present. Right? So here you are, present in this breath, in your strength and your power. Reach your top arm up, wrap it around behind your back, your half bind or your full bind. It's an intentional shift. And it does take effort, right? But it doesn't have to be a struggle. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Once more here, breathe in. And breathe out. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Toes to the side. Now your right foot will be your standing foot. So just enough of a push off that you can come into your eagle. Left leg wraps up and over. And your left arm wraps under. That was a little more smooth. Left hip back. Left shoulder back. Set your right foot but soften your toes. You can work with a different arm variation if that works better for you. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Big inhale and a big exhale. On your next inhale, big step out, back to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg once more. Toes to the side again. Feet parallel or pigeon-toed. Hands to your hips or to your low back. Lift up as you inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. You can bring your hands down under your shoulders. Come into a halfway lift. And then bend your left knee and lengthen through your right leg. Come to center. Bend your right knee. Lengthen through your left leg. Just moving side to side. And you can take your time. You can move with your breath. If you want to add in a longer pose, a longer hold rather, as you bend the knee, go for it. If you want to stick in a crow or a tripod here, you can. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale back to center. Walk your hands towards the front edge of your mat. Pivot around. Plant your hands. Right foot steps back to meet your left. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Or in your child's pose. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, bend your knees, bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Now twist to your right, left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. Feet can be together or apart, but even. Hips a little bit lower than your chest. Separate your hands, left hand reaching for the ground and your right arm reaching up for the sky. Now if you can get your left hand to land on your mat or a block, it can be helpful. Right foot flat on your mat. Start to slide your left toes back. You can keep your left toes resting on your mat, or you can bring your left shin to parallel with the ground lifted. So it's a little bit of balance. You're still in the twist. Breathe for 3, 2. Keep this twist. Big step back with your left foot. You're in your crescent lunge twist. And from here, simply rise up your high twist. Right hand reaches back, left hand forward. Big bend in your right knee, little lift in the back of your left knee. You can stay here. You can reach your right hand back for your left leg as your left arm goes up and back. So like a reverse twisting warrior. Breathe for 3, 2. And then come around to your warrior 2. Take your right hand high reverse. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a big breath in here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Set your feet. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Now twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. And it's okay if the elbow is more between your legs. Again, your feet can be together or apart. Hips lower than your shoulders. Open up. Right hand reaching for the ground. Left arm up for the sky. Here again, helpful to have the right hand make contact. So maybe a block. Grounded through your left foot. Keep that big bend in your left knee. You can begin by just sliding your right foot back so your right toes rest on the ground for support. You can lift your right foot, your right shin parallel to the ground. Keeping the twist, breathing for 3, 2, big step back. Land in your crescent lunge twist, and then rise up for your high twist. Your left knee is bent. There's that lift in the back of your right knee, and you can stay here, or you can reach your left hand back for your right leg, and your right arm goes up and back, reverse twisting warrior. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. One more big inhale, and then come around to your warrior 2. Left hand high reverse. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Right leg to the sky. High push up. Right knee above and outside your right elbow. You can drop to low push up or stick in the arm balance. Up and back, 3-legged dog. High push up. Right knee above and outside your left elbow. So you have lift and twist here. Up and back, 3-legged dog. Keep your right leg lifted, but bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. You can flip if you want to flip. You can drop the left knee for a little more support. And from here, come on into your half pigeon. Right knee forward. Left leg long behind you. You can adjust where you have your right foot. Balance out your hips a little bit. Folding forward. Noticing if your breath has become uneven. Let it balance out. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. And once you make your adjustments and you get into the pose, you can allow yourself to be a little more supported here. Feel that you are grounded, that you are supported, and that you're here. I think allowing ourselves to really feel this does help to balance us out. Take a big breath in and a big exhale. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders, back to your downward facing dog. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Bring your feet together and forward. Now your left leg to the sky. High push up, left knee above and outside your left elbow. The low push up, the arm bounce, or drop your right knee. Up and back to your three-legged dog. High push up, left knee above and outside your right elbow. Bring that knee across and up. Up and back, three-legged dog. Keep the leg lifted, bend your knee. And if you want to flip your dog, you can flip your dog. You can drop the right knee, work with a down dog hip opener, whatever variation you like. And from here, half pigeon. You might set it up like the other side. You might add in the variation on your back. So maybe a little different than the other side, maybe a lot different. It doesn't have to be the same side to side to be in balance. And really, right, the balance is within us. It's not something outside of us. This practice helps us come back to our natural balance, a state of equanimity. Helps us clear away all that extra stuff. Allows us to be here and be present in our strength and in our power. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Deep inhale. And a big exhale. Set your hands under your shoulders, come on up. Sweep your back leg forward. Come onto your back and set up for your bridge or your wheel. Set your feet, lift your hips. You can wiggle your shoulders under. Use a block or your hands under your hips for bridge. Come up for a wheel if you like, or add in rest. Right? What do you need to balance out in these last few moments of your practice? Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And breathe in. And breathe out. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower down, come to your back. Soles of your feet together, knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And from here, moving right into your Shavasana. Add an extra layer. Add in a different leg variation. Any last poses or adjustments that feel right. And these last few moments of your practice, Shavasana. A few moments of stillness. I think it's crucial to assisting us in coming back into balance. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Here, you move your fingers and toes. Let your head roll side to side, just bringing some gentle movement to your body. Draw your knees to your chest, give them a squeeze, take a big inhale. And a big exhale. You can roll to one side and make your way to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for today's Friday Power Flow. I do love these shorter practices. It's simpler to weave them into your day, but half pigeon shavasana, never long enough for me. So if you feel the same, do remember, check out my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga. Check out my Patreon, The Bent Yogi. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. And most important, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.